Good morning, everybody. This is Lorraine.
And Jennifer.
And on this morning's Small Biz Chat, we want to talk about all the people in your business that aren't you.
It takes more than just you.
Absolutely. There's that saying about it, it takes a village to raise a child. The idea that beyond the parents, there's all sorts of people who will influence the development of that child. And you know what? It's true for your business.
Yes, yes. Things that come to mind for me is, hiring people that are not like you, that complement you. Like if you try to hire yourself, then that's not helping you with your business.
Absolutely. It's kind of that yin and yang of business, that idea that you find people who fill in your gaps. And so I think you hit it. The first piece of your village are if you have employees, looking for people who don't look at the world the way you do. But what do you think some of the downsides of that are, or the challenges?
Yeah, so you're going to be pushing yourself outside of your own boundaries because this is how you're used to thinking about things. And so it's going to be hard for you because you're like, oh, no, I need everything to go this way. But like there's such a positive of, okay, this person thinks differently. Okay, I never thought about looking at it that way because we all look at things differently.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And so, the first piece of it is finding people who look at things differently, but also sometimes really have those skills, not even skills, but abilities. For example, I'm a big picture person. I see the outline of things. I see direction. I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Do not tell me there's a stone in front of me that I'm going to fall over. Or maybe you should, because I won't see it. And so bringing some people into my village that are really good detail people, that edit, that dot I's, that cross T's, that ask those questions, well, what if this goes wrong, is absolutely huge to keep me out of trouble.
I think you're bringing in a good point there, and that like business owners, like you would think they're always this high level like thinker, and that they think that way. Not all business owners think that way. There are different, types of business owners. So you just have to really understand who you are.
Mhm.
Maybe some personality tests to try to understand what makes you tick.
Absolutely. And even if you're sitting there and you're thinking, you know what, but it's just me, it's just my business, you can still have a village. You can join mastermind groups. You
Yes.
can create a board of directors. And as you're assembling those people, look for people who do things really differently. If you're really great at the continuous improvement and tweaking, add somebody to your circle who's just a real dreamer who can brainstorm with you.
Yeah, I mean, I think of other things like employees versus 1099s, like those can be partners as well. So it's a different variety. You hit it too, like on the how we think of a business is just like who the employees are, and there's so much more that can help influence you that's not necessarily on the payroll.
Absolutely. And they may be on the payroll tangentially. So, for example, I um, I think every business owner needs to have somebody else looking at the numbers. Even if you're good, and I'm a good numbers person, but still you need to have someone looking at your financials. Now, that may be a bookkeeper, it may be an accountant, it may be a financial planner, but you got to have that one person that you occasionally bring into your business to say, these numbers don't say what you think they're going to say.
Yes. See, I'm a huge numbers person, but I have a financial person. I know I could probably do that, but I don't have time to do all of that stuff.
Absolutely. And I really think that business owners get into this mindset that they're in business by themselves and
Mhm.
that they have to do it all on their own. And so having uh, even if it's an unofficial board of directors, having a good accountant, a good lawyer, a marketing person, if you're not a marketing person, who you buy lunch for and hang out and brainstorm with
Trust.
and
Like if you've
trust.
got that relationship with them, like just an additional, I think that one is really important. Like you got to have somebody that you can trust and be who you are and get that feedback for sure.
Mhm. And other communities, and we were both in one, is having a community of people who do what you do, joining a mastermind group of people who are similar, who are really walking the same path, can also be a great addition to your business village.
Yeah, I mean, it opens up to, okay, they do what I do, but they do it completely different. I never really thought about it that way. To me, as a business owner, that opens up all kinds of, oh, well, if I just believe in myself, it's okay, like, because they're doing it completely different. I don't need
Mm-hmm.
to copy them.
Well, but it was interesting when I was in this mastermind in the same group you are, where it was agency owners, and somebody said, "Well, this is how I do something," and I thought to myself, "Why would you do it that way?" And then I stopped thinking it and I asked it, and we got into a really lively conversation, and I walked away from that meeting thinking, I'm going to try that, because that I would never have tried it, but it's really working for them, and I really see how it's working for them.
Have you ever heard the quote, seek to understand before being understood?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love that idea that if you're going to go into this, if you're going to surround yourself with a group of people and you want their advice, you need to listen.
You need to understand where they're coming from, how they got to where they are. I think about that in marketing. Like, why is somebody buying this product? Like, how did they come to that conclusion?
Absolutely. And that actually is sort of what led us to this conversation, is we were talking specifically about the marketing village, or the marketing team, and this idea that one person may not have the skills to cover all of your marketing needs.
You're going to really need a unicorn if you think that one person can kind of cover all your needs. I feel like the strongest thing you need is, if you don't understand marketing, is the strategist.
Mm-hmm.
They need to understand like where you need to go or what you need to focus on, and then go, okay, or who the players on the team
Mm-hmm.
that can fulfill those needs, because every business is going to be different.
Absolutely. And one of the challenges that I see, and not just in marketing, but in a lot of industries, when you go to someone who specializes in just AdWords or just SEO or just content marketing, they're going to tell you that what they do
Is
is
what you need.
is what you need. I mean, what they're selling. And so you're absolutely right that a strategist, somebody who can give you the big picture and then help you identify, what are you trying to do and how do the pieces fit?
I feel like people look at me weird because I am that way. Like, I will turn away business left and right
Mm-hmm.
because I can strategically see, okay, this is what we're really good at, but you don't need that. You need this.
Mm-hmm.
And then trying to have that network, just like I do in business, of all these other partners and people that do other things better. This is who you need to work with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that's probably the overriding message from this conversation, is finding those people who will be honest with you, who will maybe hold you accountable, who will do the things that you can't or really don't want to do.
Never stop networking. You're going to run into different people to give you those different perspectives. Don't live in your own little bubble. Like, you got to get out there.
Absolutely. And I know the last few years, it feels like you've been very closed in and you could do everything over Zoom. It's time to get out, folks, and reconnect with people in the real world and start building that business village.
Yes, there you go. All right. Well, I think that wraps up today's topic.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to tell you that if your business village needs somebody who is a strategist, and who's really solid in paid advertising, you need to talk to the folks at Elevated Marketing Solutions.
And if you want to learn more about digital marketing and all different types of marketing that can really tell you who do you need in your village, then you need to take a look at the digitaltoolbox.club.
Awesome. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.